Oh my god, Eurovision 2021 has just finished. The grand final of Eurovision in Rotterdam Ahoy Arena is over, and let's discuss. Oh my god, it's been such a roller coaster. I think this was one of the most exciting Eurovisions to watch in all its history. Yeah, all of us had some ups and downs, disappointments, and moments of happiness, but nobody can say that this Eurovision was not exciting. It was so thrilling. My goodness, we were so nervous. A lot of us were like, on the edges of our seats. So much to talk about, but no more words. Action, let's go. What an interesting, exciting, thrilling Eurovision it was in Rotterdam. Myself, I was online press with as part of delegation, and I was there in online press center watching the rehearsals, watching the first, second, and dress rehearsals for every performance. Italy has won Eurovision 2021 with the song Zitte Buoni by Måneskin, a Danish name by the way, not Italian, because one of the members of the band is Danish, not Italian. And wow, such an unpredictable voting, and then jury placed it fourth, as I remember, and people loved it so much from all over Europe. It was such a moment, such a momentous moment when they jumped from that part of the voting table and then to place number one, and everybody was like, oh my god, are we going to Italy? Is Italy winning? Rome 2022, what are you what? Yeah, and I think themselves, Måneskin, didn't really believe until the very end that it's them. I think they still thought that it would go to Switzerland, and oh my goodness, that takes us to the next point of our discussion. Switzerland, which were at first favorite, jury's favorite, going to probably win, but Eurovision, let's not trick us, always does that. They always start showing us jury points that take us, to this false winner, so to say, yeah, or make us believe that, okay, we already know, it's predictable, who's gonna win? Switzerland, of course, great voice, great guy, yeah, song, to l'univers, let's go. No, but they always do that. If you look, if you watch previous selections, if you watch how the voting was going previous years, you'll see the same pattern, you'll see the same. Da-da-dum, first it's one, and then something happens and we are off to a new winner all of a sudden. Wow, except of course Italy was in the bets, in the odds as number one last week before Eurovision to win after the rehearsals took place, because the show was amazing, the performance was really stunning, and it made many people actually watch and not have a toilet break or a coffee break. Yeah, like with some countries. This made us glued to the screen, so I cannot say that I'm really that surprised that Italy won. Although I am surprised that jury this time didn't kill it. Yeah, the jury supported rock and roll. Yes, they didn't put it as their winner, but at the same time they gave it the third or fourth position. Yeah, and that means everything. That means that we're moving from the era of just pop, like nonsense songs or love, peace kind of songs to this. We are moving to appreciating various styles of music, from letting Portugal in, to letting Italy win, to supporting Finland as well, even though people gave it obviously more than the jury. But yes, we are moving in the right direction. But let's go from my personal number one that made everybody tear their hair off their heads. Oh my god, it's 4-0 scores. My goodness, 4-0 points, null points. Every year there is like a loser of Eurovision. Every year there is someone who is a 0 points from the public, or maybe 1 point from the public. And this time we've got 4. Oh my god, the whole voting televote announcement was already crazy, on fire, unbelievable. When first they said UK, and James Newman was like, he surely didn't care. He didn't care. He was like, so what? 1. And then they showed 0 from the jury of all countries and absolute 0 from people of all countries. But let me make it clear, it doesn't mean that nobody, absolutely no one around Europe voted for James Newman? No, but it means in neither of the countries did he get into this top 10 to send their votes to like 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8, and then we have 10 points and 12 points. And if the country or the jury of the country didn't give their votes, that would be enough at least for 1 point, then no, you get a total of 0, unfortunately. So 0 points from the jury, 0 points from the public. Oh my goodness. And then comes this. Germany also gets 0 points. Germany gets 0 points. Jendrik, about whom so many people were quite excited because this is fun. This is like, okay, this is a sort of not taking Eurovision seriously approach, but for some it worked. I know some of my friends actually didn't hate it. I don't feel hate. I just feel sorry. I wonder if Jendrik now feels hate, or does he only feel sorry that he even decided to participate in Eurovision? 0 points. To continue, surprisingly, with another big five, Spain getting as well 0 public points, 0 televotes points. Oh my god. Blas Cantó wrote such a personal song. Voy a quedarme, prometo. Oh my goodness. Myself, I don't hate the song. Yeah, and I don't feel sorry. No, I don't think he should even feel sorry. I think that he did record a lovely song. Unfortunately, in the performance, in the rehearsals and the final, he just shouldn't have taken those high notes, high pitches. I'm sorry, but Blas, stay comfortable. Countries, please listen to us. Stay comfortable with your vocal range. Do not try to jump out of your suit. If that is not your comfort zone, you're going to sound so like weak compared to other contestants. You're going to sound as if you're showing off what you don't have, like you're going to produce both a bad impression on jury and on public. There is no one that's in the recap going to like this high notes that were shown on Spain's part of the performance. Oh, the recap of Voy a quedarme just killed me. It just killed me. I thought that they would change it from rehearsals, this recap moment, to the final. So 0 points to Spain, unfortunately. To move on to another 0 point, and we're talking about whom? The Netherlands. We don't want broccoli. We already called this song Manos. We don't want broccoli, because even though it sounds like you won't break us in Suriname language, and Suriname is one of the countries still tied with the Netherlands, so you'll meet a lot of Suriname people there in the Netherlands. Yeah, I remember myself in Rotterdam, it was all Suriname food, Suriname people, Suriname language. Yes, I mean, great for you guys to present Suriname community, but the song itself, it's this gospel-y kind of, just not Eurovision style at all. I'm not saying he's not a likable person himself. I think Jean was quite, quite a charismatic young man. But I did prefer his last year's entry. And yeah, no one apparently wants broccoli, so 0 points to the Netherlands as well. Moving on to my second big deal with the Eurovision, San Marino. San Marino getting 13 points from public, from televotes in the final, after what seemed to be such a lovely opening of the second semi-final. They weren't last, they weren't like a number one immediate choice of public and jury, but in the final they did so badly. In the end, where is San Marino? Placed 22nd. They came 22nd of 26 countries, despite bringing Florida, American rapper, to revive this whole thing. Yeah, actually, he added a lot to this performance. He made it so much more alive. Thanks to Florida, I think a lot of people were like, okay, let's check it out. Normally, you wouldn't care for San Marino, but this time you are gonna. And then getting quite some points from the jury, but getting 13 points from the public. Okay, it's never been my personal favorite song, and I understand that if people didn't vote for for San Marino singer earlier, when she was also early in Eurovision. She was not really liked a lot by televoters and didn't qualify. But at the same time, to get 13 points means that all of their effort of bringing the rapper, of bringing Fluoride, discussing will he appear or will he not, for nothing. People gave it so little, only 13 points. Oh my goodness, and only 3 of 11 times has San Marino now qualified to the final, so I think they should already be sort of celebrating, honestly, because it's almost none yet that they have even been able to qualify. That's very rare. Such a small country just like Malta is, and they do not get enough votes, unfortunately. We are moving on to Malta, a huge bummer of Eurovision 2021. Huge, 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 huge. Like all of us watching the Eurovision were like pam 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 pam. Je me casse. We were all celebrating Je me casse. I know a lot of people who voted for Je me casse personally. I saw people voting for Je me casse, and then somehow, even though jury placed it third, and was jumping like third, fourth place in the jury votes, they were even given some 12 points, from certain countries, and then televoters didn't appreciate it like almost at all. I mean, to give it as little as 47 points is, I cannot explain how disappointing it is. Malta was my personal favorite, still is. I'm not taking my words back. No, I love it. And then getting so little. So you're seriously saying that Tix from Norway got 60 points, which is already more than Malta. From all the countries around Europe, they liked it more. You already mean that, for instance, Serbia with 80 something points was more likable than Destiny of Malta. I somehow doubt that people actually voted so little for Destiny, and I now doubt whether Malta will even want to try again, because it's so hard for a small country like that, for a small island of 24 to 28 kilometers, to even progress to the final, to even qualify. And then they came second twice, and I thought that at least this time that they would be second as well, that Destiny would bring the runner-up position, and no. And then they were 7th in the end, 7th, even after Finland and Iceland and Switzerland and Ukraine and France and Italy. That is so lowered, so much lower than she deserves. Oh my god, I'm heartbroken. I'm honestly heartbroken. From that, we're going to the fact that ballads this year were struggling. It was very obvious. People didn't want a ballad to win this year, and they didn't want Switzerland that much to win this year. They only gave it 100 and something points. They didn't want Bulgaria to win at all, with only 30 points. Oh my goodness, another shock of this Eurovision. 30 points to Bulgaria, after what jury predicted her to be, after the bets putting her in top 10, although it has never been really my personal top 5 or something, no, but I thought the jury, would pull it through well enough to be in the top 10. It came 11th as a result, just after Russia and Greece, but it just showed that people don't want to grow up and get old. What they do want, though, is, as Finland said, they don't want to grow up. We don't want to grow up high, 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 living your life on the dark side. Super happy for Finland, though, super happy. This was awesome, an awesome, awesome moment to see Finland get more than 200 points and suddenly jumping to that position in the top 10 and securing it. This was a blast. Loved it. We'll be rewatching that part many more times. It just showed, Europe is in such a situation right now that all they want to do is, as the Roop said, dance along. Same story happened to Belgium. You would believe that they should be more appreciated than that. Okay, not a 0. No, we don't want the 5th 0 in a row, so okay, Belgium at least wasn't as low as that. But yeah, we all know that. Spain is another great example. Spain was a ballad flop. So let's move on, and my final point is jury voting against people voting from their phones against televotes. The discrepancy this time is a killer. And again, every year there is this jumping back and forth, which is later discussed by media. But this year it was even more obvious, I think, that while jury wanted certain ballots to come through, they wanted this kind of chic French performance, or they wanted the Switzerland, like tout l'univers des hommes, you know, against the black and white, like all of this dramatic. Yeah, dramatic is good, but people were like, you know, we want to dance, we want to party, we want the roop, we want to be on fire, we want to dance along to all the dancey songs, including Serbian Loco Loco at this Eurovision. Like, we don't care, yeah. Not to say that they didn't support France or anything, but yeah, they did, but not enough. They wanted Italy to win, they wanted even Iceland, yeah, to win, they wanted Finland to win, Ukraine's fun song to win. People wanted to move. I like to move it. Yeah, they did want to move, and it's been enough of 2 years sitting on our asses on the sofa. I'm sorry. It's been enough of working from home, and we all need to move. We need to get back in shape. We need to have fun. We need to feel this essence of life again. Not to mention the fact that some jurors gave their 12 points to unexpected countries, as it happens on and off. And what the hell was that? What the hell was Malta giving 12 points to Albania? Yeah, I love her. I love Angela, don't get me wrong. But let's be honest, she was second in the running order. To give it 12 points, even though she's awesome, she wouldn't be, you know, more outstanding than France or Switzerland or even Iceland and Ukraine and Finland. No. I don't know. I really don't know what to think about it. Russia gave 12 points to Moldova. How? In what universe was Sugar the best song of 2021? Well, then we can predict who is behind this, Mr. Kirkorov himself, the Dream Team member. And yeah, I don't see that I don't see that objective. I don't see that in any way professional. I don't see that as what the jury are there for. And oh my god, so sad for Iceland, the team that couldn't participate in Eurovision live this year. We all watched, in case you don't know, we all watched the recording from rehearsals 5 days ago of Icelandic team and Darjan Magnet, yes. We watched the performance of several days ago, since one of the team members got tested positive with corona, so they all had to stay in the hotel. In the second rehearsal and during the grand final in quarantine, we only saw them from their hotel room, waving their fans and screaming when they got occasionally 12 points, which was also a bit of a disappointment. Iceland surely deserved more points in the final. And yes, Switzerland and facial expressions is historical, is epic. It's going to be everywhere. It's going to be, I'm sure, such a meme. The Swiss face, probably it will be called or something, because Jon Steer's face every time somebody exceeded his points from Ukraine to Italy, every time this face changed, like, oh no, I'm not gonna win, you know. So it was such a face of disappointment, which is so funny, particularly because just before that, you know, just before that, Nikki Tutorials, the host of the Eurovision, explained in this video, this is how you don't want to react. You don't do that. You don't want to look like that, you know, on the screen when the camera looks at you and you are not the winner. Let's all remember, friends, the dignity that should remain on your face no matter what. And then he almost breaks into tears. Actually, that moment, yeah, when we saw France and Netherlands flabbergasted by the results that were changing on the scoreboard, this was an epic moment. Those are my impressions of Eurovision 2021. Am I happy for Italy? Overall, yes. I mean, I support the fact that Eurovision respects rock, despite some people saying it's outdated, it's not modern, people don't like rock anymore, metal is not popular, Finland is gonna lose big time. Nope, both Finland and Italy are topping the charts. Yeah, Finland also came at number 6. That is super respectful. Oh, wow. Congrats to Finland, congrats to Italy. Rock and roll never dies, as Måneskin singer said while getting his trophy. Yeah, we'll all see you in either Rome 2022 or Milan or Turin or anywhere else Italy decides to bring us. I'm excited to go to Italy. We all wanted a warm country. Well, in my case, it wasn't Malta, which I hoped for, but we are not going far away from it. We're going to beautiful, sunny, blossoming Italy in May 2022. So we'll see you there. And did you guys enjoy it? Who was your personal winner? Subscribe, write in the comments. Please give us a like if you are liking this video, because I am enjoying giving those reactions and videos and doing interviews for you guys. I hope you also love those. So a lot of kisses to you. Bye.